Hey guys, it's Parker, and today I am here with another video. And this video is going to kind of cover exactly what happened with the Audi. It's a 2006 A6, if you haven't been keeping up with that. I posted a couple videos already kind of explaining what happened and what went wrong with it and the fixes I tried, but today I'm here just to clear it all up and give it a drive, show everybody that it is working great, and kind of the solutions I had for it. The problems I was having with this car was a big issue with fuel delivery. The situation would be I'd be out on a highway, freeway, you name it. I'd punch down on the accelerator and it would get me all the way there. I'd get to the high end of 6,000 RPM, and as soon as I let off, I'd get this massive backfiring, loss of power, delayed response time with the accelerator. A lot of big issues, and none of them seemed to be an easy fix. There was no clear problem, so it was undrivable at that point. I wouldn't take it out anymore. I was too scared of crippling the car, hurting the car. Anyway, I posted a couple videos. At first I thought it was sparks or plugs, or spark plugs or coils or something like that. Turned out it wasn't. That didn't help the problem, although I did need to replace them anyway, so no harm, no foul. I replaced the low pressure fuel sensor, I replaced the high pressure fuel sensor. I did a lot of different things like that, and nothing seemed to happen. So in the end, it was the fuel pump. I replaced that. It was about $500 of parts. The tappet looked good. I know some of you know that on the German cars, especially Audi and Volkswagen, you have to change out your tappet, which is a little piece in your fuel pump that connects with your camshaft, and that can wear through. But mine looked fine on that one, thankfully, and so no big damage there. So I fixed that, and then that fixed the big problem with the delayed response on my accelerator, my dying, my backfiring. That fixed all that. I still had a huge issue though of when I would slam down the accelerator on this car. I'd hit about 4,000 RPM going well, and as soon as I hit past like 4,000, 4,500 RPM, nothing would happen. I would get, my power range died. There was no real peak power past 4,000 RPM. So my next step was to figure out where I was getting this loss of power. And as far as I can figure, I took it into a friend, a German mechanic, because I was really just tired at that point. I didn't want to work on it anymore. I just wanted it drivable. He found a vacuum leak in the passenger fender, and it was a vacuum hose that I believe went onto the throttle body, one of the sensors on the throttle body. So it wasn't opening a but in the end, it turned out to be probably about $1,000 of work. Not insane amount for these kind of cars. I mean, if it was a American made, it'd probably be a lot less expensive, but you know, what are you gonna do? So I got that fixed, and that's about all I've done to this car. I replaced when you do replace the fuel pump, you might as well replace the high pressure fuel sensor, which is going to be down there on that railing, the fuel rail. You also are going to want to replace the coolant temperature sensor and the coolant sensor, or the big temperature sensor. Those are just easy because you're down there, and it's very difficult. You got to take that piping off anyway, so you're going to have to drain the coolant out of the car. It was a big venture for me. That's not something I really like to do, is deal with coolant or drain coolant. Though it seems like every repair I end up draining coolant. So yeah, that was about it with this car. Now it drives great. It sounds great. I'll put some of that exhaust in there. I straight piped it with 2 MagnaFlow bullet mufflers. Had that done, and it really added a lot of horsepower. And I mean, if anything, it just sounds great. I love how the car sounds, and I love how it performs. It's a lot of fun. These all-wheel drive Audis are one of my favorite kind of cars. Recently, I have not been driving this car as much, and I've ran into some battery issues of the battery draining. So I updated my MMI system to the newest version, and that went well. That was a hard upgrade. There was a lot of time. It was a lot of sitting in the heat with no air conditioning. No, the car couldn't be turned on. But if you want to do that yourself, it's pretty easy. There's a guy on eBay. I'm sure wherever you are, he can make you one for your Audi, Volkswagen. He'll do a custom MMI system, custom update for your MMI system. It's like $30. So it was easy. It was easy, and it wasn't hard. It was just hot. But it was definitely worth it. It gets rid of the pause, or the safety warning menu at the beginning, which was annoying because I hated every time having to push the center button and having to reset my safety warning every time. But besides that, it got rid of my voltage meter, which kind of sucks because of all the battery problems I've been having. But I think the end result for my battery problems was my visors. I think once you close the visors, the lights don't necessarily turn off. It's on the door. The actuator is on the switch is on the door for the mirror door. So I think that was probably the problem. That got left cracked or left open, and I put it up. Somebody was in the car and they put it up. But anyway, the car's been driving great. I've gotten a lot better gas mileage with that throttle vacuum. So now I'm on to another project. I'm going to be working on the 96 Maxima a little more. I have an engine swap on a Silverado I want to get done. The suspension on the Maxima. I need to do suspension on a CJ7, the Jeep that's been in the background of my other videos. Has some work done to it, but besides that, there's not a whole lot more I'll be doing. School's starting, so I apologize I haven't made many videos, but I've been just trying to, relax before school kicks up really hard. And yeah, that's all I've been up to. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos. Obviously, I have got some views on the low pressure fuel sensor, which is great. 61 views. For one of my first YouTube videos, I'm very pleased with that. That's great. I'm glad somebody at least learned something from that video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to give this video a like, just so that I know you guys were here. Likes don't really do me much, but it kind of makes me feel better about my videos. If you didn't like it, put a dislike. That's fine. But, at least if you're going to put a dislike, tell me how I can do better. I really want to make this for you guys. So, anyway, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to watch the next one of Riding the Clutch that comes out.